Marion and Zachary here for today's video. This is my baby boy's 6-month update and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Marion. I make videos about being a mom and a Jewish mom, and I would love to have you as one of my subscribers. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and hit that red subscribe button down below so you don't miss any more of my videos. I am a boy mom of 3 little boys. This one is my youngest, and Zachary's actually 7 months old now, so I thought it's time to film his 6-month update. I'm going to share with you guys how sleep is going, milestones we're hitting, eating, what else, activities, and just generally how we're doing with 3 little boys in the house. So let's jump in. I wanted to start with sleep. Yeah, sleep's a big one. When your baby's not sleeping, it is hard. Do you sleep? Do you like to sleep? Zachary is actually a really good sleeper, but he does still wake up in the night. Yes, I know, I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him what you do. He wakes up, so he goes to bed at about 7 p.m. every night, and then he'll usually wake up either at 10 and 4 to nurse or at 11 and 5. When he does 10 and 4, I actually don't mind, because 10 is before I go to sleep, and then 4 I like wake up once, you know, I'm like half asleep, I nurse him for maybe 10 minutes, he goes back down, and then he'll wake up at 7. So he's basically doing a 7 to 7 sleep with 2 wake ups, but one of them doesn't matter to me because I'm already awake. Sometimes he does the 11 and 5, and that's problematic because when he wakes up at 5, he's kind of done sleeping, and so I'm like exhausted. So that's less fun, but it's okay, right? I could sleep train him more than I have, for sure. He's really good at going down. He has no trouble. He goes for his naps and his sleeps awake, like, you know what I mean, tired but awake, and he falls asleep by himself. Yeah, so I don't struggle with that, and that's always a really hard thing for me. Like when you just want them to go back to sleep and they don't, that's really, really hard. So I don't mind that he wakes up to nurse for a few minutes because he goes right back down afterwards. And if he wants the milk, he can have that milk, right? So that's where we're at with sleep. Zachary is in his own room now. He moved to the nursery. Yes, he moved to your nursery when he turned 6 months old, and he's now sleeping in a crib. What? Instead of the snoo, and he's on his Newton mattress. I've shared it before. We absolutely love it. I'm so thankful for it. It's a breathable and washable mattress, and I'm going to share with you guys about it and just thank Newton so much for helping sponsor this part of the video. So I actually reached out to Newton because I wanted to try their mattress. I had heard so many amazing things about it. Most importantly, you guys know I'm obsessed with safety in every way possible and always looking for new things to create a safer environment for my baby. And what I loved about the Newton mattress is that it's 100% breathable, and that was just so important to me. So I'll show you guys what the mattress actually looks like inside. And as you can see, it's a really unique design, and this material is breathable, like I mentioned, and washable and recyclable. So I think that's just really cool. So it helps reduce the risk of suffocation, and it allows air to flow freely for optimal breathing and temperature regulation, and all of those things are just so important to keeping baby happy and healthy when they're sleeping. And of course, Zachary finds it very comfortable, and I absolutely love that you can wash it. And I just want to show you guys how you can actually wash the mattress, because this is so cool. This is unlike anything else out there. You literally can take your water and look at that, go right through the material of the mattress. I think that's so cool. So if you are looking for a mattress for your baby, I really recommend checking them out. They're also super long lasting. When you buy a mattress for a baby, you don't think about when they're gonna be potty training at night and doing all that stuff, but I have 2 older boys, so I know how important that is. To be able to wash the mattress is just amazing. So we are so thankful to have it, not just for right now, where we're focused on how breathable it is and comfortable and all of that, but also for the future to know that it lasts and is clean and all of that, right? Okay, next up, let's talk milestones. So if you didn't notice, Zachary is babbling away. He's also very good at pulling my hair. He loves to say da da da. Can you say da da? Da da? He says da 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 da. I mean, I guess we'll have to count it as a first word, just like all the other kids said da da first. What are you gonna do? And he does have some other consonants. I think ba. Can you say ba? He mostly says da, so it's mostly vowels and a few, like 1 or 2 consonants. But he loves hearing his voice. He loves making noises and vocalizing and making funny sounds with his mouth. Sometimes he'll just like be blowing bubbles in the car for half an hour. He'll be like blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. So that's really, really good. And he talks a lot with his brothers, which I'm very thankful for. You know, I haven't really had like a 5-year-old with a baby before. This is the first time. And my 5-year-old is just obsessed with him and like talks to him every moment he's with him. Zachary, making this very hard to film. So I think that that is really, really beneficial to Zachary's development and socialization and all of that. And my 3-year-old loves him as well, but you know, like he's doing his own thing a lot, just like my 5-year-old was when my 3-year-old was born. But now my 5-year-old is like, you know, he's just more aware. He's not, it's just a whole different dynamic. And I think Zachary really, really benefits from that. So yes, milestones. So he's doing the babbling. He is the fastest crawling baby I have ever seen. He is so fast. I'll insert some footage, and he's already like climbing. He's not climbing upstairs, but he is trying to, which I just can't believe. I always say to my husband, like, I just want a really lazy baby. I just want a baby to just sit there and smile at me. You know, just wanted to chill all day, but I've never had that. I've always had really active babies. People ask me a lot about tummy time. So what we do in our house is I don't always put them on their tummy specifically, but I give him almost the whole day on the floor. So while I'm working and cooking and cleaning and doing all that, or just, you know, while the kids are around, he's just on the floor. And I think that's why my babies are really active and really good crawlers and all that, because they just spend time like on their backs. Of course, we still use jumpers and bouncers, and I've talked about all of those, but you know, like if I'm taking a shower, if I need him to stay in one place, but the majority of the time, since probably 4 months old or so, maybe even before. Sorry, this video is going crazy. He really has just been on the floor, moving around, and so naturally he flips to his tummy and then starts to crawl. So that's how it's worked for us. So he started crawling right about 6 months, and now that we're well into 7 months, he is just speeding all over the place, already getting into lots of mischief. And yeah, what other milestones? What else have you been doing? He can grab. He's really good. I'm going to talk about eating in a minute, but he's good at like grabbing food and putting it to his mouth and like just pulling things towards him that he wants to play with and all of that. Let's talk about food. So we are doing a mixture of baby-led weaning. Actually, at this point, we're probably 90% baby-led weaning. At the beginning, like when they do their first foods, I usually do a little bit of spoon feeding just to help them like figure out what's going on and like how food can taste, basically. Baby-led weaning can be tough to figure out at the beginning. You know, those very few first feeds. So don't be discouraged if you're trying it out and you're like, my baby's just not even getting a bite in. That's totally, totally normal. So I like to do a little bit of spoon feeding in that stage just so he gets like what eating is. Did I mention he likes to duck? And now I pretty much just put food in front of him, and he is really happy with that. He pretty much eats everything we eat at this point. We've sort of tested through all the allergies, and very thankfully doesn't have any that he's shown so far. Actually, I'm going to talk about formula in a second, but so for breakfast, he usually has Cheerios. Just plain Cheerios with whatever fruit we got going on. A little baby-led weaning tip I have, and I'm going to make a baby-led weaning video next. Let's do that one next. I grate the fruit so that it's really, really small pieces and he can't choke, and he just like grabs a handful of the grated fruit. Yes, baby-led weaning is messy. I just need to put that out there. But we have 2 dogs that take care of that for us. And what else do you like to eat? For lunch and dinner, he really just has what we're having. He loves salmon, right? And he's so far like vegetables, all that is fine, but I'm an experienced mom here, people, so I know just because baby's eating kale and scrambled eggs and all that does not mean that your toddler will. So I have no doubt in my mind that he'll probably get pickier as he gets older, but it's nice that he's just eager to try new things, and it's also just such a joy when they like to eat. It's such a joy. I mean, as a Jewish mom, when your baby likes to eat your food, it's the greatest joy. Yeah, especially because we have picky older brothers. So what else? So that's food. And the last thing I want to talk about is just, oh wait, formula, before I move on from food. So do you want to go crawl around? He probably wants to crawl around. So there's a formula shortage, as y'all well know. I tried to increase the amount I was breastfeeding him. That's why I let him continue to nurse at night, even though I didn't really think he needed to. But so we had like a maybe 70%, we're probably at 60% breast milk, and then when the formula shortage happened, we went to closer to 70%, but we are on the Be Happy, is that what it's called? I can't remember, I'll link it. We're on a like special organic fancy formula just because that's the one I could get because I had bought it one time, so I'm very thankful for that. And interestingly enough, so he was drinking Enfamil Neuro Pro. He like had always been doing a little bit of that since he was born, and he had really bad eczema. One time it got so bad I took him to urgent care because I thought he was having like an allergic skin reaction. And this sort of timed at the same time as needing to switch formula because you couldn't get the Enfamil anywhere. And once we switched to this like super fancy organic formula, all the eczema totally disappeared. So that was an amazing result of things. So I'm very happy about that. Okay, activities. What does he like to do? So he loves to crawl around. He loves to play with anything in front of him. We obviously have baby toys around us, but kids just prefer random things they find. I will, however, share and link below some of our favorite toys that I take in the car with him. Right now he's playing with the door stopper. So there are a few favorite toys that he has. I also really love his bouncer still if I need him to like stay put in one place. He's sort of too big for swings and chairs at this point, but I will link the ones we had been using up until now. And he mostly just loves to stare at his brothers and watch them all day long anytime that they're home. And when they're not, he's really just crawling around and doing his own thing. Of course, I interact with him and we do reading and singing and all of that, but mostly he's just playing and hanging out and exploring the world, which is great. That's what I want him to do. So that is Zachary's 6-month update. I just want to give a huge shout out to you guys who have been with me, supporting me since I was pregnant with Zachary. I mean, some of you have been here since Max was born, but it just is so nice to have you along for the ride, to watch him grow, to give me suggestions and helpful comments. And I really just am so appreciative of all the comments I get. Every time I put him in a video, I get so many comments saying how cute he is and how you guys love to see him, and it just feels so nice. So thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Thank you to Newton for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!